Hej, witam was w kolejnym odcinku z gry Mass Effect 3. Jesteśmy u Javika i zaczniemy sobie od rozmowy z nim, którą mu przerwałam po chamsku w poprzednim odcinku, bo czas się kończył.
You have more questions, Commander?
Mam pytania, których nie zadałam ci poprzednio. Więc zaczniemy od po kolei.
We've never seen a species with this sensory ability you have.
It was common among my people, imparting experience through touch, the chemistry of life. Complicated ideas could be absorbed in seconds.
That sounds useful.
We evolved as hunters. Reading 1,000 details in our environment ensured our survival.
I'm beginning to understand the beacons a bit more.
Later, we developed technology to harness our ability. Information could be stored in certain objects through touch. Memory has its own biomarker, its own chemistry, as do knowledge and skills. The beacons could remember these things.
Things like Reaper invasions.
Yes, I can still sense the turmoil in you, witnessing the extinction of our empire. The fabric of your being was forever marked that day.
So could you read something about this room?
There was liquid, a form of incubation. The DNA of a Krogan who lived here. He was powerful, prone to violence.
I'm impressed. His name was Grunt.
And if he were my enemy, I would have given him a wide berth. There is great strength in his genes.
To jest moje krogańskie dziecko z probówki. Cudowny jest. Polubiłbyś go.
What was your civilization like? There's been a lot of speculation in our time.
We are dead now. What does it matter?
Where you come from tells me something about you.
When I was born, our empire was already at war with the Reapers. The first thing I remember was seeing my planet on fire.
What was your civilization like before the Reaper attack?
We were the dominant race of our cycle. We ruled the galaxy.
We've never heard much about other species of that time.
We were one empire composed of many subjects. All eventually called themselves Prothean.
What if they didn't want to?
They weren't given a choice.
Are you saying you enslaved the other species?
Any could oppose us if they wished, and if they had won, they would have ruled. Many tried. None succeeded.
We didn't imagine your kind being that harsh.
It was by necessity. Very early we encountered the dangers posed by machine intelligence. They rebelled against us.
We've had the same problem. They're called Geth.
We could not allow the machines to surpass us. It was decided the only way to win was to unite all organic life within our empire.
Did it work?
For a time. The Metacon War. We were turning the tide. Until the Reapers arrived. Then we understood machines had surpassed us long ago, in ways we could never imagine.
Back on Eden Prime, it looked like there were other stasis pods. What happened?
The Empire had fallen, and we knew our cycle was lost. We were the final vanguard, the best soldiers left alive.
So more of you were supposed to survive?
Yes. Under my leadership, a new Prothean empire would have arisen. We would have commanded the races of your time to prepare for the next Reaper invasion. But traitors within our ranks, indoctrinated agents, betrayed us, and the Reapers discovered our plan.
Just out of curiosity, how would you have commanded us?
By leaving you no other option. You would have joined our army, or faced the Reapers alone.
We've uncovered quite a few Prothean ruins. Were you observing our ancestors?
Before the war, we cultivated species who showed potential. Eventually, you would have been offered a choice to join the Empire. But when study, we hoped they would see you as too primitive to harvest.
Well, thank you. I think. Is there anything more you can tell us about this device your people were trying to build?
We heard only stories. They said our scientists were constructing a great machine that had the power to defeat the Reapers.
You never saw it?
By that point, the Empire was smashed into pieces. None of us knew what the others were doing.
What can you tell us about your own war with the Reapers?
Many of the details were lost. The conflict lasted for centuries. Those that faced the Reapers in the beginning were long dead when I was born. There were memory shards, however, passed down from soldier to soldier. They gave us fragments of what happened.
Several years ago, we found a Prothean VI that called itself Vigil on the planet Ilos. He was the caretaker of a research project.
During my life, Ilos was only a rumor. It was said we had cities there, built on the ruins of a civilization before us, the Inusanon. If our scientists did have a research facility, whatever they were doing was secret.
Vigil mentioned the facility went dark so the Reapers wouldn't find them. The scientists eventually went into cryogenic stasis.
More of my people survived?
No, but they did stop the Reapers from taking control of the Citadel in this cycle. It delayed their invasion.
I never saw the Citadel. It was captured long before I was born.
How did your people wage war against the Reapers?
Attrition. We fought them system by system, planet by planet, city by city. Entire worlds were sacrificed just to slow the Reapers down. Time they spent harvesting a population was time we could regroup.
That must have cost you in the long run.
Yes. Our own people would be indoctrinated, converted, then turned against us. But there was no choice. Mercy is not a weapon. It is a weakness.
Why do you think your own cycle lost the war?
What had been our strength, our empire, became a liability. All races conformed to one doctrine, one strategy. The Reapers exploited this. Once they found our weaknesses, we could not adapt. The subservient races became divided and confused. Then, it was only a matter of time.
With any luck, that isn't the case this time. The galaxy is still diverse.
Then it may be your only hope.
Hope. Bo tyle nam pozostało. Dobra.
Nothing more.
Commander.
Dziękuję bardzo. Nasza rozmowa trwała całe 7 minut. Dobrze, że nie odbyliśmy jej poprzednio. Dobra. To teraz. Robimy, co zrobimy? Rundkę po statku?
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
No, she's a passenger in the Normandy, just like us. The ship was a spacefaring vessel before Edie even existed.
Engineer Donnelly is correct. The Normandy SR-2 was completely spaceworthy prior to my installation.
See, Edie agrees with me.
Edie's mind and the Normandy are a whole entity now. You couldn't just move the processors in the AI core to another ship.
Engineer Adams is correct. Processes that contribute to my self-awareness are spread throughout the ship.
See? Edie
Oh
agrees.
jejku.
But unlike Edie, our brains couldn't have existed without our bodies.
That is a requisite from being organic. You have to look beyond that limited definition of life.
Joker pilots the Normandy. He doesn't take over Edie's body when he does that. When Edie controls the ship, she's piloting, just like Joker.
Edie doesn't pilot the Normandy, she is the Normandy.
Matko święta.
No, she's a passenger
Czemu
in the
wy mnie...
Normandy,
Ja
just
poprę
like us.
Adamsa.
The ship was a space...
Edie can direct the Normandy with her thoughts. She sees, hears, and feels through the ship's sensor arrays. The Normandy is her body.
I've seen Edie's body, and its curves are a fine sight better than the Normandy's hull.
So what do you think, Edie?
Are we more than our thoughts?
I'm done. Any more of this and my head's gonna explode.
Oj, biedactwo.
Those FBA couplings you got last tour are still holding up. Thanks again, Commander.
Proszę bardzo.
Commander?
Power grid is in the green.
Zasilanie na zielonym. Adams.
Need anything, Commander?
Ken.
How's Engineer Donnelly working out?
The kid's got talent. Now if he could just learn to shut his damn mouth.
Problems?
I'm sorry, Commander. Donnelly is dedicated, knowledgeable, and thinks on his feet. I'm glad to have him on my team. Could use a lesson or two about respecting chain of command, but I've handled the likes of him before. No need for
Dobra.
concern.
A Gabi?
How's Engineer Daniels working out?
Her, I like. She's sharp and knows propulsion theory better than most physicists I've met. And she's easy to work with, too. Always said you had an eye for talent. Good job bringing her back to the Alliance.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
Cieszę się, że towarzycho ci pasuje. Idziemy na górę. A tutaj pójdziemy. Może Fajnor nam coś powie? Nowe wiadomości mówisz. To ja mam w nowych SIP, nowy artykuł. Eden Prime, nadawca. Partnerzy informacyjni sieci informacyjnej Przymierza. Przedstawiciele Przymierza potwierdzają, że miejscowy ruch oporu zdołał wyprzeć siły Cerberusa z Eden Prime. Cerberus zaatakował Eden Prime z nieznanych na razie przyczyn i rozpoczął okupację kolonii. Ciągłe ataki zjednoczonej populacji zmusiły jednak wojska Cerberusa do odwrotu. Przedstawiciele Przymierza wysyłają tam teraz transportowce, które ewakuują ludność, zanim do kolonii dotrą żniwiarze. Zawdzięczamy to zwycięstwo Przymierzu, głosi oświadczenie dowódcy ruchu oporu Edwarda Kraba. Ludność Eden Prime zawsze była gotowa do walki, ale to dzięki informacjom Przymierza zdobyliśmy narzędzia konieczne do pozbycia się tych drani z Cerberusa z naszej planety. Wielu bojowników twierdzi, że planuje zaciągnąć się na służbę i wspierać Przymierze. Miło. Coś mi powiesz?
Core colonists on Eden Prime. First the Geth attack, now Cerberus. For what it's worth, our new crew member doesn't need a translator himself, but he shared a Prothean language tutorial program. It was apparently designed for servant races being inducted into the Empire. Charming cultural clue.
Aha,
Commander?
aha. Joker, idę do ciebie. Wiecie co? Nie ma sensu lecieć do tej akademii, bo tam pewnie też zejdzie cały odcinek, więc polecimy na Cytadelę oddać to, co mamy.
A real live Prothean. Has Liara stopped bouncing yet? I'm guessing there may have been some bouncing.
Commander?
How's our new visitor adjusting to the ship, Edie?
He appears not to understand the human custom of separate sex restroom facilities. I am attempting to enlighten him. I will update you if there is positive progress.
How about you just update me if he doesn't get the message?
Very well.
Fascynująca informacja, dziękuję, Edie.
Hello, Shepard.
Czy James i Steve jakoś mi skomentują? Jest tak w ogóle.
I still can't believe it. A real live Prothean.
A no.
Doc must be over the moon.
You could say that.
I hear the guy's not all there. Exactly. Damn. I can't imagine. Brought forward 50,000 years. Last of your kind. That's bound to screw with your mind.
Yeah.
Well, here's hoping he can help us with the Reapers.
Everything okay with the shuttle?
Just double checking the inertia dampener coils. Can be twitchy in these UT-47s. But don't worry, this bird's been rock solid.
I always see you down here working your ass off. Ever take any downtime?
I get my sleep, Commander. Flying tired is nearly worse than flying drunk.
What about your waking hours? Any R&R?
I need to keep myself busy. Otherwise, well, too much time to think.
I appreciate your dedication, but I don't want to see you burn out.
I know my limits. I wouldn't take a chance with your life.
So before this war, you must have done something to relax.
Sure. I remember back when the Hawking was based out of Arcturus and I was just a fighter jock. There was this observation deck overlooking the main flight paths. You could watch every ship taxi in and out. When I was alone, I'd turn off the auditory emulators and just watch them drift by in silence.
You know, there are reviews like that on the Citadel. Next time we're there, you should take some shore leave. Clear your head.
I don't know. Maybe.
Użyję opcji Paragona, chociaż trochę się boję, bo nie chciałabym triggerować też z nim romansu, bo jest taka opcja.
Take some time off on the Citadel, Steve. As a favor to me.
I find it very hard to say no to you, Shepard.
As it should be.
Ale też trzeba... Zależy mi, żeby mu pomóc, bo od tego zależy, czy przeżyje. Taki mały spoiler.
I'm just glad we made it out in one piece.
been a while since I've seen a dogfight like that. Really missed my trident. ACM isn't really the Kodiak's strong suit.
Coś jeszcze mi powiesz?
Just one more diagnostic suite.
Chyba nie. Dobra, zajrzymy jeszcze do Liary i do Garusa i podskoczymy na Cytadelę. No bo nie mam już nawet co skanować, kurczę. A doktor Czakłas? Czy doktor Czakłas coś mi powie na temat naszego nowego proteańskiego przyjaciela?
I'm glad to see we have Garrus back.
Mówisz mi o
I wanted to
Garusie.
help with his scars, but I think he actually likes them.
Dodają mu uroku.
Feeling okay, Commander?
No tak, świetnie się czuję. Czuję się świetnie, doskonale. Garus, Garus, Garus. Co mi powiesz?
Seen a lot of crazy things in my time on the Normandy, Shepard.
Tak?
A talking Reaper, a talking plant, and now a real live talking Prothean. Kind of a thing. Waking up to find everything you know is destroyed. But I imagine the chance to get some payback is consolation. Doubt you and I'll ever get a second chance against the Reapers.
No raczej żaden z
What
nas
do you
nie
suppose
dostanie.
the Prothean eats? What if it's boiled asari with a side of fried Turian? I don't know about Liara, but I'm not taking that one for the team.
A wiesz, możesz zejść na dół i zapytać go, co jadają.
If this war goes south, maybe we could freeze you for 50,000 years, Shepard. You could go from being merely famous to legendary.
Dlaczego akurat mnie?
Later.
Dobra, później. Później to później. Przyjdę jeszcze posłuchać twoich złotych myśli.
Excellent find, Commander. The Information Network terminal has been updated.
Pokaż, co tu masz. Pozostałość niszczyciela żniwiarzy. Żeby uniknąć ryzyka indoktrynacji, do badań pozostałości niszczyciela ptaszki. Żniwiarzy użyto bezzałogowych sond. Potrafią one przedostać się pod pancerz zewnętrzny, szukając w obwodach technologii, która zwiększy szybkość, z którą umiejętności technologiczne, biotyczne i bojowe mogą być aktywowane. Alternatywą jest zaproponowany przez przymierze rabat kupiecki, ważny na całej Cytadeli, który otrzymasz po zniszczeniu szczątków za wybranie bezpiecznej opcji. Premia do rabatów, do szybkości ładowania mocy. Po co mi rabaty w sklepach, ludzie? Jak bojowe rzeczy są ważniejsze. Zapiski proteańskie. 2186, notatka pierwsza. Cóż też musiał widzieć ten proteanin? Skoro dysponowali technologią pozwalającą przechować kogoś przez ponad 50 000 lat, nic dziwnego, że potrafili tworzyć rzeczy takie jak ich marsjańskie urządzenie. Muszę dać mu trochę czasu na ochłonięcie, ale na boginię. Kiedy dostaniemy kolejną szansę na zdobycie takiej wiedzy o ich cywilizacji, zapiski o proteaninie. Yara.
A Prothean. A living, breathing Prothean right below me.
He's not what I expected.
Me neither. He was a little cold when I tried to talk. I understand the shock of waking up again. His species gone. But a Prothean, Shepard. There's so much he could tell us.
Aha.
Hello again.
Hello again. Bye bye. Okej, dobra. To już chyba nic nie mamy tutaj. W takim razie wynosimy się na Cytadelę. Spędzimy tam kilka chwil. A potem polecimy ratować uczniów. Muszę skoczyć też na co? Na stację paliw, bo bida z nędzą jest, powiem wam. Bida z nędzą. Jak jakoś znajdę kiedyś. Dobra, dokuj. Nie, doki przymierza.
You're cleared to dock, Normandy. Do you need ground transport?
Nie, dziękuję.
I'll handle it.
Yes, Commander.
Dobra, i co my mamy teraz na mapie? Raz, dwa, szybki przegląd. Tu jest... Ach, Miranda tu jest, zapomniałam o niej. Nie pamiętam, co by chciała ode mnie. Woodnina to nie, Tain, Dr. Michel i Kaidan też coś chciał, Arya i James, ale to od nich raczej nic nie chcemy. I kaznodzieja. On chciał te rzeczy. Okej, dobra, to w pierwszej kolejności zajrzymy do... gdzie ty jesteś, Miranda? Jestem ślepa i cię nie widzę, więc na razie pójdę do Corteza, jeśli... A dobra, widzę cię. Jeśli ci to nie przeszkadza... Ale jego też nie. Czekaj, mapę mi pokaż jeszcze raz. Pokład widokowy. A, dobra, niepotrzebnie tu weszłam. Tak. A po...
Silent behind enemy lines until the war is over.
No, they've got us on rotation. We're mostly in fortified holding zones until strike teams clear an area. Then we come in and set up medical bunkers and supply depots. And then the main fleet comes in to occupy.
I'm not wearing commando leather, honey. What does that mean?
We'll be perfectly safe. They don't put engineers on the front line.
Podsłuchuję was.
But you won't be able to talk to us.
Mira, poczekaj. Najpierw Cortez, dobra?
You finally made it off the Normandy.
Glad I did. Even with the chaos of all the refugees, seeing so many ships in flight is comforting. Gets me thinking. Hey, a Turian frigate. I think that's the PFS Havenkal.
What's one Turian warship doing at the Citadel?
Looking for dry dock, I bet. She's seen battle. Look at the waiver in her drive corps missions. Alone, limping, looking for a haven. Maybe it would have been better to just go down fighting, like their families back home.
Are you talking about the Turians or yourself?
I should have been there. With Robert.
I'm glad you weren't. You'd be dead, and we'd never have met.
Yeah. That's the one good thing from all this. I'm glad to serve with you, Shepard.
Ja też cię lubię, Steve.
The lives of future generations rest on those Turians' shoulders. On our shoulders. Nobody is giving up. Not those Turians, not me, not you.
If anyone can pull this all together, it's you.
Is that an Alliance cruiser? What's it doing here?
That's the SSV London. Decommissioned years ago. Look, no guns. Refugees must have salvaged her from a shipyard. Geneva-class cruisers always had ezo cores like granite.
People find a way to survive.
Do whatever it takes to see another day. Gotta let go. For real this time. The refugees here have put up a memorial wall. They leave mementos of lost loved ones. I was thinking maybe...
What's stopping you?
Nothing. I mean... Let me think about it. Your suggestion to come out here was a good one, Commander. I needed this.
Dobrze, bardzo się cieszę. A teraz Mira. Mira, co ty, moja droga,
Commander
chcesz?
Shepard, it's been far too long. We live in interesting times.
A little too interesting.
I couldn't get anywhere near you when the Alliance had you locked up.
Relieved of duty. It was complicated.
I'm sure it was. I'm surprised they didn't court-martial you. The Alliance isn't known for its flexibility.
Doesn't matter now.
Shepard, about Earth.
Countless people lost their lives within minutes. The Reapers are everything we feared.
They should have listened to you a long time ago. I'm sorry, Shepard.
What about you? What brings you here?
I need to talk to a few people. Like you. The Citadel is a good place to meet. For now. What's the Alliance's next move?
We have a plan. It's a long shot.
Not surprising. Shepard? There's something I wanted to mention.
What is it?
I haven't heard from my sister, Oriana, for a while. I'm getting worried.
Your sister?
Yes. I don't want to overreact, but... Well, there's a lot going on.
I thought we made sure she was safe.
We did. It's probably nothing, but... I just know my father is involved.
What happened?
I don't know. Everything I had in place to make sure she was safe went dark.
What do you need from me?
I appreciate the offer, Shepard, but you have your hands full. If I need a door or two kicked down, I know just who to call. But for now, I'll be fine.
Okay. I understand.
Mira, jakby co, wal jak w dym.
I have to figure this out.
You will.
Cerberus.
Have you had any run-ins with the elusive man?
Just once. He said it had been a pleasure to work with me, but he needed to contain the situation.
Contain the situation. Sounds final.
It nearly was. He doesn't take rejection well.
No, he doesn't. Why do you think your father was involved in Oriana's disappearance?
I kept careful tabs on my sister. I always knew where she was. For her to just vanish, it could only be him. After I hid her away, I still knew he'd stop at nothing to find her. She's all he has left. I have a hunch what happened, but I'll fill you in when I'm certain.
It's been a long time. What happened to you?
I've been in hiding. Being on the run from just about everyone isn't as glamorous as it sounds.
I didn't know.
It's all right. I knew there would be repercussions to walking away from Cerberus.
I imagine. You're a dangerous enemy.
I am.
If you're looking for a lead here, anyone associated with Cerberus will be hard to find.
No question. But I'm owed a few favors. Someone here will give me a tip on Oriana.
No dobra, no to chyba
I've got to
tyle.
get back to it.
And I should get out of sight.
Be careful.
No promises.
Tak, polecę cię ratować. Czy ci się to podoba, czy nie? Mapa. Tu już nie mamy nic. To też na razie nie. Tu pójdziemy teraz. O. I później do portu tymczasowego. Okej.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
Wiecie, mam wrażenie, że się nigdy nie uwolnimy od tej Cytadeli. Cały czas jestem na Cytadeli.
Now arriving at Huerta Memorial Hospital.
Huerta Memorial Hospital.
In addition to your medical discharge, the government wants to give you a medal. The intel you provided when that shuttle finally found you, you saved a lot of lives.
And I killed those farmers.
They were indoctrinated. You had to defend yourself. And as for Hillary...
Idiot. When I took a shower and left my gun in the bedroom, I killed them. Ira. At least she can blame the Reapers. But I'm just... me. Color on my eyes. Did they turn back after? Could I get that gun now?
I'll see what I can do.
No to chyba już końcówka tego dialogu. Dla ciebie nie mam nic. Z Tainem chyba nie mam.
Again, Shepard. I'm flattered.
Zapytam, ale mam
You know how
właśnie...
much time you have left?
I've been to several
O
doctors.
tym właśnie, to
It's
już
freeing
jest
to find
to,
no requirements placed on me.
o czym
No
rozmawialiśmy.
responsibilities, no fears. It is a good end to a life.
Dobrze, mój drogi.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
And I for you. Do not grieve for me. I have... Perhaps we will keep...
Coś w sklepie? Brak towaru? Doktor Michel.
Hello again, Commander. Here to see our patient?
To u niego.
How is Kaidan doing?
Very well. With the neural redundancies of his L2 implants, his concussion is nearly undetectable now. I still want to keep him under observation, but he should be fit for duty soon.
Ja chyba też już pytałam o to wszystko.
This war has left a lot of injured people homeless. How's your center handling the extra load?
We're getting more refugees every day. Throughout the Citadel, triaging and finding open beds is our biggest challenge.
Keep up the good work, Doctor.
You too, Commander.
Kaidan. O, widzę, że już jesteś na nogach. To za odmiana.
Shepard. If you came to spring me, you're late.
Oh.
I'm getting out soon.
Good to hear.
Maybe you already saw the vid, but I accepted Udina's offer.
Bravo.
Inspector Kaidan Alenko. That's a big deal.
Only the second human Spectre. It's humbling. Udina thinks they may have a pretty big ceremony, even with the war. And he says a celebration will give folks something hopeful to latch onto.
You ready to take on that responsibility?
You set the bar pretty high, but I'll do my best. It's strange. On Mars, I should have died. The promotion from Anderson, Spectre status. These are terrible days. But I've been lucky.
You're perfect for the job. On Eden Prime, I could see there was something special about you. You're a good soldier.
That means a lot. I'm happy. I want to serve.
I thought you might want to join the Normandy.
Yeah, I have thought about that. I just need to get out of here first, though. Take care of some things. I've been trying to locate my old Spec Ops squads. My students from Biotics Division.
Any luck?
No, probably went underground, but they'll turn up. If they were easy to find, they wouldn't be doing their jobs.
Well, let me know when you're out. Take care, Spectre Alenko.
Stay safe.
Take care, Spectre Alenko. Już nic więcej z sobą nie mogę rozmawiać, ale to powinna nam ta misja zniknąć w takim razie z dziennika. Chyba, że jej nie miałam w dzienniku, tylko miałam go odwiedzić. Hej. Co dalej? Obszar tymczasowy.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. One moment, please. Now arriving at Docking Bay E-24, emergency civilian housing.
Can I ask, where were you when the Reapers...
Did you shut up?
I'm sorry?
I don't want to hear it. You humans think you had it rough? You know what happened on Karshan?
My apologies. I thought, since you're home well...
Stop! Just stop!
Chyba się nie dogadacie, koledzy. Panie kaznodziejo, mam dla pana te twoje cosie.
I recovered your pillars of strength from the kite's nest. They're yours, waiting in Bay D-24.
Thank you. Right now, my people need any reminder of their faith they can get.
Cieszę się, że mogłam pomóc. Dalej. Eli, jesteś tutaj?
Well, I followed your advice. What do you think of my new look?
Sexy.
You always look great, Kelly.
Oh, you. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like me, but I guess that's the point. Kelly Chambers is no more. Citadel records now show me as Felicia Hannigan of the mining vessel Typhoon.
Pleased to meet you, Felicia.
No, you can call me Kelly. These refugees have no place to go.
Aj, Kelly. O, panie, ja coś... A, ja z tobą miałam rozmawiać.
Wow. Arya wasn't kidding. The great Commander Shepard on a leash.
Tylko nie na smyczy, typeczku.
Oh, sure you are. Anyway, tell her I'm impressed, but to do business, I still need my little problem taken care of.
Which is?
A Turian general named Oraka has it out for the Blue Suns. He's raising a stink over our activity in this sector. I'll commit my gang to Arya as soon as Oraka's dead.
There must be more to Oraka's complaint.
We're just making little raids along trading routes. With Arya's blessing, I might add. Oraka's just some military fossil who came out of retirement to relive the glory days and justify his existence. Losing him won't affect your war in the least, but gaining the Blue Suns, well, you know our work.
You seriously think I'll assassinate a Turian general?
Arya seems to think so. Or else, why would she send you? She knew the price. The two of you work it out. Oh, and, tell Arya I still expect her blue ass in bed with me.
Obejdzie się bez was.
You knew about this?
Can you be more specific?
Darner Vosk expects me to kill General Araka.
Who cares what Vosk wants? What he needs is for Araka to stop disrupting his operations. I figured you'd talk to Araka, see if you can get him to lay off. And if he won't listen to reason, call me, and I'll take care of it.
I don't see the distinction.
The distinction is that I'm giving you the chance to save his life.
Right. Why didn't you just tell me this yourself?
Vosk needed to see you, needed to realize who he's dealing with. Plus, if I have to suffer that scumbag staring at my tits one more time, I might have to kill him.
Yeah, he mentioned...
That I'm going to sleep with him? We all have our delusions.
Aria, jesteś cudna. Błękitne słońce. Co ty chcesz ode mnie, Gro, teraz? Gdzie ja to mam? Zadania, nie leksykon. Znajdź sposób na rozwiązanie kwestii Oraki. On jest gdzieś na mapie. Jest, na dziedzińcu w tamtym. Okej. Garus, ty masz coś jeszcze do powiedzenia?
30 or 40 survivors. That's all. They said the fighting's getting worse. Well, let's find some room for them. This is going to be home for a while.
Tak tradycyjnie skończę to, co mam na Cytadeli i żeby już nie mieć na czysto następną misję, bo pewnie też się przeciągnie na dość długo. Narl, Liara 4. A czekaj, a Barlawon chciał coś ode mnie. Cytadela. Ranek, ale to chyba jeszcze nie mam tej lokacji odblokowanej, żeby tam polecieć, więc okej. Gdzie to może być? 4. Gdzieś tutaj? Sobie zapiszę.
Commander Shepard.
General Araka, I think we met in Korra's den. You were pretty miserable, if I recall.
Yes, neck deep in drink just before I retired. I'm clean now, reinstated.
I hear you're taking on the Blue Suns.
I need to do my part for the Citadel, Commander. The Blue Suns are raiding CSEC weapons shipments. I'm putting a stop to that. Those mercs are seriously jeopardizing the Citadel's ability to defend itself if the war comes here. When the war comes here.
There are other ways to secure weapons, General.
You don't think I've tried? There's a black market dealer on Citadel right now, but he won't sell his top-line arms. The Reapers are destroying everything in their path, and I can't stop them. But I can stop the Blue Suns.
Let me see what I can do for you.
I'd appreciate your help, and I'll have a plan of action ready if things fall through.
Boże, robię za chłopca na posyłki. Gdzie ja mam z tym znowu iść? Panik. 6. Gdzieś tam. Okej. Patrzcie, gołębie.
Look, Commander, I don't want any trouble. I'm authorized to sell here, and all my arms are legal, see?
Okay.
These are lightweight weapons. Where's your top-end inventory?
None.
Shit, you slumming for C-Sec too? I already got harassed by the old Turian with a bad attitude. Yeah, I got much better stuff, but it's off the market. Galaxy's going belly up. Credit won't mean anything once the Reapers rip through.
So what exactly are you saying?
Whatever happens, I figure there'll be survivors, but it'll be chaos. I'm betting things will run on a barter system. So I'm getting a jump. My best stock only trades for hard goods and artifacts with real value.
Jezu, ten też czegoś chce. Ja pierdzielę.
What gets me access to your top shelf?
Heh, Turian just waved credits in my face and then spat on it. Nice to see you have flexibility. If you find any rare pieces when you're out saving the galaxy, bring them back. Then I'm happy to share my top stock with CSEC, no problem.
Tym są rzadkie towary. O czym ty mówisz znowu?
Credits don't talk with me, Commander. CSEC wants my top of the line.
Artefakty! Jezu, wiecie co? Nie, lecimy stąd. Lecimy, ja kończę odcinek i lecimy stąd, bo to się nigdy nie skończy. Umrę na tej cytadeli.
Commander, unless you can find a new source of weapons for CSEC, I'm putting together a task force to stop the Blue Suns myself.
I'll get you your weapons, General.
I appreciate the effort, but I've spent too much time out of action, Commander. Won't be able to sit on my hands much longer.
Dobra, kończymy to. Po tej misji, w następnym odcinku zajmiemy się już tą misją z ratowaniem uczniów. I w zależności od tego, ile czasu mi to zajmie, to może jeszcze pobiegamy po Cytadeli, a jak nie, to nie wiem. W każdym razie, na dzisiaj to tyle. Dzięki, że byliście i oglądaliście. Widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Pa, pa!